In a small seaside village where the sun kissed the waves and the sand shimmered like gold, there lived a little girl named Nia. Every day, Nia would run to the beach, her bare feet leaving tiny footprints in the wet sand, and she would sit by the water, watching the waves crash and retreat, again and again. Nia loved the ocean more than anything else in the world. She would spend hours talking to the waves, telling them her secrets, her dreams, and her worries. But one day, something unusual happened. As Nia sat by the water, she heard a voice, soft, gentle, like a breeze across the surface of the sea. "Why do you sit here all alone, little one?" Nia jumped to her feet and looked around, but there was no one nearby. Only the ocean stretched out before her, vast and blue. "Who's there?" Nia asked, her heart pounding. The voice came again, this time from the waves themselves. "It's me, the ocean." Nia gasped in surprise. "You can talk?" "Of course I can," the ocean replied with a ripple of laughter. "I've always been able to talk, but not many people listen." "I listen," Nia said, her eyes wide with wonder. "I've always wanted to know what the ocean would say." "Well, now you know," the ocean said playfully. "I've been listening to you for years, little Nia. You tell me such wonderful stories." Nia grinned. "And you've been listening this whole time?" "Every word," the ocean replied, its waves lapping gently at her toes. From that day on, Nia and the ocean became the best of friends. Each morning, she would run down to the beach and sit by the shore, talking with the ocean for hours. The ocean would tell her tales of distant lands, of colorful fish, hidden treasures, and sunken ships that lay deep beneath the surface. Nia would share her dreams of adventure, her love for the sea, and her hopes of one day exploring the world beyond her village. One afternoon, as Nia and the ocean were chatting, a great storm began to form on the horizon. Dark clouds gathered, and the wind began to howl. The waves grew tall and angry, crashing against the shore with a loud roar. "Nia, you must go home," the ocean warned, its voice urgent. "A storm is coming, and it's dangerous to stay here." But Nia's heart was filled with worry. Her village sat right by the water, and the storm could bring floods that might harm her family and neighbors. "I can't just leave," Nia said, her voice trembling. "What if the storm washes everything away?" The ocean's voice softened. "You're brave, little Nia, but even you can't stop a storm." Tears welled up in Nia's eyes. "But you're the ocean. Can't you do something?" The waves hesitated. "Storms are part of nature, just like me. I can't stop them. But maybe I can help." Nia's heart leaped with hope. "What do you mean?" "If you trust me," the ocean said, its voice calm and steady, "I can carry you to a place where you might find a way to protect your village. But it won't be easy. Are you ready for an adventure?" Without a second thought, Nia nodded. "I'm ready." With a great, swirling motion, the ocean lifted Nia gently onto a wave, cradling her like a seashell. The wind howled around her, but the water held her steady as she drifted farther and farther out to sea. Soon, the village and the stormy skies disappeared, and all that remained was the vast blue ocean stretching in every direction. "Where are we going?" Nia asked, her voice small against the endless expanse of water. "To the heart of the ocean," the ocean replied. "It's a place where magic still lives, a place where you might find the answers you seek." Nia held tight to the wave as it carried her through shimmering waters that glowed with strange light. Beneath her, she could see schools of fish swimming in patterns, and the occasional dolphin leaping joyfully out of the water. After what felt like hours, they arrived at a calm, still part of the sea, where the water was so clear that Nia could see the ocean floor far below. At the center of this magical place, an enormous pearl, as big as a boulder, sat on the seabed, glowing softly. "This is the pearl of tides," the ocean whispered. "It holds the power to calm the waves and soothe the storms. But it can only be used by someone with a pure heart." Nia stared down at the pearl, her heart beating fast. "Do you think I can use it?" "I believe in you," the ocean said gently. "But it's up to you to try." Taking a deep breath, Nia reached out, her hands brushing the surface of the water. To her amazement, the pearl began to rise from the seabed, lifting up toward her. It floated just above the water, glowing brighter and brighter. "I wish," Nia whispered, "for the storm to calm and for my village to be safe." At her words, the pearl shimmered, and a warm, golden light spread across the ocean. The waves, which had been churning and restless, began to settle. The wind, which had howled with fury, softened to a gentle breeze. Nia watched in awe as the magic of the Pearl of Tides calmed the storm that had threatened her village. The ocean gently carried Nia back to the shore, where the skies were now clear and the sun was beginning to set. The village was safe, and the storm had passed, leaving only a gentle breeze and the sound of the waves lapping against the shore. "You did it," the ocean said softly. "You saved them." Nia smiled, her heart filled with pride and gratitude. "I couldn't have done it without you." The ocean rippled with laughter. "We make a good team, don't we?" From that day forward, Nia and the ocean remained the closest of friends. Though storms would come and go, Nia knew that as long as she had the ocean by her side, she could face any challenge. And every time she sat by the shore, the ocean would whisper to her, sharing new stories, new adventures, and the endless wonders of the deep.